told y'all before, this is the area where that cross is also right down here is a good rattlesnake. I guess it's just a natural corridor for them. See that old road bed. Goes right up there top of the hill like green bag. Got up, went to this side. So I'm on the show right there.
Sorry.
This was clear cut. Something kind of odd. Not saying it's what it is. And of course but there's a mound right here. I don't know if you can really see it. Right here. It's like a mound right there. And it's flat all the way around it. So when this was clear cut, you could actually see it very well. Not saying it's anything, it may just be natural, but it goes right around and comes back right around. I mean, it's not real big, maybe a little bigger than probably a small house. It's kind of strange. We didn't never really notice it. Now, a lot of this out of here was and at one time this was a county road. That's hard to believe. I talked about this ladies field one day. We wanted to go out there and do some filming. We had some stuff happen there a few times. Had a small outing of we camped out there and had that's where we heard some talking behind the tents that night. Some other stuff happened there. I'll talk about that down the road. And I guess we're going to talk about moving that tree probably Saturday. Hello, it's Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms. Farmland. Still. Let's start. Hello, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms. Farmstead Life with Fireside Chats. We're back up on the hunting club on the Creepy Mountain. We're going to check the cucumbers that were put out over a month ago, the okra, just see if anything's moved, or touched it. Then we're going to ease over to the lake and check out the watermelons and them rocks that we're doing. So y'all come with us today and bear with us. I'm in my black truck. Yeah, this is my old hunting truck. It's seen its better days. I've got to put four-wheel drive back in it, so we had to wait and let it get good and dry to come up here. So bear with us. We'll ease on up here and see what we got. And this time of year, got to be careful. This is rattlesnake month here in Alabama, so you have to watch it. Stop. Come here. Back over here. Back over here. Nothing. Just like I left it. Even sticks. Just like I left it. That's rotten and all that's dried out. Huh. Interesting. One thing I meant to tell y'all, there's some of it over there. I don't know if you can see it. Come over here, Rebecca. Yeah, here. For some reason, quartz like this. A lot of times when you find that in a heavy area, for some reason, there's booger and paranormal stuff happening. Don't know why, but we noticed that.
So on to the next place.
Yeah, that's strange. That's strange. Not saying that's anything, but that's kind of weird. That's a hickory too. Oh, that broke out. That's weird there. It's all stand of hickories right here. Put something pretty good in that hickory up.
Right here, babe.
Huh? All right. Well, let's head on down yonder. We'll head on back to the truck. Come on, sister. When I come in the gate, I meant to show y'all. Is this thing recording? No. Yeah, it is. When I come in the gate, I meant to show y'all that hillside that old sentry likes to stand on when you first come in. Maybe when we go out this evening, I'll get Rebecca to film right there a minute. Alright. Well, we're going to stop here a minute and get ready to head toward the lake. See y'all back shortly. Alright, y'all, we turned on the lake road, so y'all help me pay attention going out through here. Y'all might catch something that I won't, because I'm having to watch driving. I know several people said they thought they've seen stuff in some of these videos, and I went back looking, but my eyes ain't as good as they used to be, so we'll see what happens. Like I've said before, you'll go a bunch of times, never have nothing happen, and then that one day, boom, everything happens all at once real quick. So you gotta always be ready, or try to be ready. Don't always work either way. This over here is really starting to open up in here. You can see on down through there for 75 yards or so. Right here to the left is the road that goes down to the field where the thermal that Paul Hunsley caught back in 2012. And then in 2013, Finding Bigfoot came here. This was the area they kind of concentrated on. There's a big old field down there, and we are going to go down there one day and film in that area. We'll probably get caught on a bunch of game cameras too, but oh well. Pretty good sized field, almost an acre, and it's a wood line. And we've had a lot happen in here. Me and Adam had a lot happen in here. Me and Keith. This is, of course, the lake's right over here, so you know it's another one of those little hot areas. It's really opened up compared to what it used to be. And right down here on the right, not far, where that followed me all the way up almost to the truck. Well, followed me to the wood line. When this was cut over. That's the one that me and the coon dog was coming back from the tree. Keith and Larry done got a good piece ahead of me. And I kept hearing something walking behind me. I finally turned around and looked, and I could see his silhouette. I would never throw the light on him. I guess I should have. But I don't know if he would have took that as a threatening mode or gesture. I don't know what he would have done. But when I got to the cutover, he stopped following me. That's when I hollered at Larry. And Keith told one of them come back down there with a pistol, because I didn't know what that thing was up to. I had a little 22 with me at that. But I don't know what he was up to. It's right on down here, kind of where that spot was. Of course, it was cut over then. That was 2008 when that took place. So maybe 2009. I can't remember right off the bat. It's right down this next little hill here. Of course, the hardwoods are still there on the branch. So that's where he is following me. Like I said, I could see his silhouette, see his eyes. Dog knew he was there. Dog hair done bowed up on his back. He never kind of growled under his breath a couple of times. I don't know what that booger was up to. Also down here is where Bobo's cameraman had that kneeling in the road on him. He thought it was Bobo. That time when Finding Bigfoot was here, that was interesting. Yeah, here it is. I come up from that holler right there, walking back. We were parked right in here, and that's where that was following me back in the hardwoods down there. We'll have to walk down there later this winter and look at that area over. They've always used that holler for some reason. I guess it's a good way to get to the lake. This is, like I said, the same area that Bobo, cameraman, had that kneeling in the road that he thought was Bobo. We'll talk about that down the road too. This road needs a little trimming. Sure does need a D12 dozer in here too, if you can get one up here. You reckon the quarry let us borrow one? You reckon, Rebecca? You reckon they'd have a problem with me coming out there getting one? You couldn't go down the road, that D12, it'd be tearing the road up. When I used to work at the marble quarries, we had some big old dozers out there they used for overburden and all that. Had a D10 and a D12. I tell you, that's some big old dozers. One was a Komatsu, the other one was a Caterpillar. Coming down here toward the lake. Like I said, this right side's always had a lot of activity in it. A lot of times that's where we'd be hearing the wood knocks from. And then of course get on down here where we'd be hearing the wood, rock clicking and other crazy noises. Also over here is where we would hear a lot of the what I was talking about last week's video, the rattle sound that just don't know what that was. I've heard it in several other places, but I was glad to hear that some of y'all have heard that too when y'all have been out. So that makes me no, me and Adam just wasn't the only ones crazy. Oh, there's I think a lot of paranormal over here too. Just don't know for sure, but I think there's some paranormal over here too. But some of the other stuff has went on in the past. Yeah, water's down a little bit at the lake. I'm about to start leaving her at home or you at home. One of the two, y'all killing each other.
You'll say leave me at home.
I'm just playing, baby. Yeah, ain't any water coming out of the lake right now. Yeah, getting pretty dry. I didn't see no rain in the forecast for another week and a half, so. Oh. All right. Well, that big pine across the road. I come back and cut that up. That's strange. Might want to stop in a minute, that way we set the thing up real quick. Sister, mind please. Well, I guess we need to go down and check the watermelons real quick. So let me grab these others and just see what has happened. And yes, I am wearing a pistol, y'all, but it's not for Bigfoot, it's for snakes. And we got pine cones in there. Where'd the other watermelon? Oh, there it is over. Brought some little ones this time. I figured that'd be a little easier to deal with. Yeah, I got it, baby. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see these down here and see what we got. A minute, let me carry my stick. In this case, I had to pop one right behind the neck. Much as I don't want to kill one, but I ain't gonna let them bite me if I can help it. Something does look different here than we were here last time. I'm not picking it up what it is though. It's something different here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall. We may have to go back and look at the video and see if that hickory was bent over. Just something looks different, but like the hickory happened when that tree fell way back yonder when the tornadoes come through. I don't know. Need to see what our rocks look like down here. Dang, it's spiders everywhere. Come here, sister. Get back up here to me. Sister. Talking to you. Come here. Back up here with me. Rocks are still on there. I don't know if they've been moved or not. We'll have to film that and then go back and look. Sister, no. Yeah, I see the rind, but I don't see no seed there, so something been eaten, which that could be squirrel. It could be a lot of things. Something brought the chicken back up on the log. See that? That could have been anything. That could have been a coon. So what we're going to do is lay these watermelons here. No rocks have been fooled with. Let me see that one. So the rocks hadn't been moved as I know of, right? We'll have to go back and look at the other video. So I'm going to do this time. We're going to turn them. Wish I had another one to put with it. As many rocks as on this mountain, and there ain't hardly none right here. Yeah, I don't know where that block come from. Let me walk right back over here. I seen a couple of rocks over here. Alrighty. Let's see. Sister, don't be getting in them wood piles. You'll find your buddy that you won't like. Alright, take a good look at that, babe, with the camera, and that way next time we come, we can tell. Another big old oak trees fell. Leaves start coming off. Me and you gonna come in here and walk down the creek there. Get down in there and look around. Something is different here today. I just don't know what it is. Something is different. Don't know. There is quiet in here today too. One bug making all that racket, nothing else. Sister, come on, get up here. Hopefully if we can come back this weekend, we'll see what's happened with the watermelons. Walk down here and look at this pine that's fell across a minute. See something out of the ordinary down here. Whew. Got a beaver back in here. Huh. Sister. Well, that could be wind or You never know. I mean, the tree was rotten. That's still pretty hard right there, ain't it?
Look at the inside there.
Still pretty hard.
Definitely termited.
Yeah, but that's still pretty solid and some. Man, ain't no telling. There's some with some hard in it. See it right there? It's got some hard in it. Huh. Yeah, there's no telling about that one. Wind probably done it. There's no telling. Like I said, a lot of times we've been up here, crazy things happen. Just never know.
All right, you ready to set up?
Yeah, we'll set up real quick. We'll keep it kind of short. But we already done filmed a good bit. Yeah, we need to come up here since it's getting cool, start building some fire sitting here. Have the cameras rolling. Then, of course, we won't have nothing happen then. About par for the course. They smart. They know.
Go right there.
Yeah, be good with me. You want to get a little closer? Or you got it where they can see behind us? Yeah. Okay, good. How's it going? Okay. All right, y'all. We've checked the watermelons. Of course, you know, it's been a while since I got here, so, you know, we don't know what, you know, you can tell it stayed there because part of the rime was there. Rocks hadn't been food with. You know, we stopped over there by the sign-in board. Cucumbers pretty much still there, rotting and okra. So I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of times you do stuff for a while, nothing never happens. Then next thing you know, it happens. We didn't get the rain this past weekend we're supposed to get, which is a good thing. I mean, we would needed some rain, but I'm glad we didn't get the flooding that's talking about happening. So of course, you know, Keith and Marshall wasn't able to come up because it was trying to threaten rain every day. Plus, I was tearing down my blue Chevrolet. All three of our vehicles right now have got an issue, so you know, put a transmission in the car. Get ready to do that. They got that on order. Second gear's going out in it, and then blue truck got a water leak. Thought I'd solved it, and then no, I didn't. And old black truck, she still runs pretty good, but got to do a few more odd and ends to her. Got to put a transfer case in her. Trying to keep from having a car payment. May end up having to get one, but of course, I want everybody to remember our outing, Alabama Paranormal Bigfoot is coming up soon. A few weeks away down at Hollins Hunters Camp, about 12 miles, you know, south of Sylacauga, southeast of Sylacauga. Remember, it's primitive camping. No water, no electricity, no nothing. It's just a open spot. Make sure if you're going to camp out that I would make sure I had adequate stuff. Will be, you know, but it is 12 miles Sylacauga. So if you need to, you know, go get something, be easy to. Plus there's restaurants and motels there. So if you don't want to camp, you just want to, you know, motel, there's several there. So Y'all remember that? If you got any questions about that, you can go on Alabama Big Paranormal Bigfoot and ask Jonathan, or you can ask me. You know, we got some a lot of people planning on coming, so I hope we have a good turnout. Maybe the weather will be nice for us. I want you to remember Chris Reinhardt with Discover Sasquatch. I need to send him a text, see how he's doing with his surgery. And so y'all remember him. I know also in the Bigfoot community, Kerry Arnold passed away. I didn't know him personally. Had watched some of his YouTube stuff. I'm like a real good guy. I know some of y'all knew him personally. I didn't know him, but you know, that little stretch of me getting out of Bigfoot for a while kind of lost touch with a lot of people. And of course, there's a lot of new people in it too nowadays, becoming a fad. When me and Keith started, there wasn't that many people in it, you know. So, anyways, remember his family in prayer. And the guys over at Beast TV, got some good stuff still going on with them. They have something every Thursday, so they got something tonight. And I've been watching a new one too, y'all. Go check it out. It's called Hell Bent Holler. A lady and a guy, they doing some investigations. I like the way they're doing it. Really informative, you know. So that's real cool to see. And we're getting into cool weather. We've had it in the 50s this week at night. It's been very nice. It's been a nice week to been off. If I'd had the time, I could have put in. But the boogers should get active. Me and Keith, some of the other guys, Pat, Adam, Jonathan, we've all noticed over time that it starts cooling off, the boogers get active. Some of them are probably getting ready to move because the hunting season's coming in, but these here, they don't move. They stay here. This place is a big place. You know, you take what the timber company owns, close to 10,000, and then the private land around it ain't got nothing on it. I wouldn't be scared to say we're probably I wouldn't be scared to say maybe 15, 18,000 acre range. So, with nothing in it but just woods and farmland around it, most of it. A couple places, some houses. But so they got a good home here. Plenty of deer, plenty of turkey, plenty of coon, plenty of a little bit of everything. So, wasn't gonna get into real deep today. I just wanted to come check the watermelons. Brought 3 more to put out. Put a couple more rocks. Y'all seen that? So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to get back up here a little quicker. Check it. Probably won't look at the cucumber or the okra anymore since they're rotting. Something definitely has went on right here. I just can't figure it out. I don't know if it's a another tree done fell, or a limb, or something went on right here. I don't know. Of course, we showed you the pine tree. That could have been wind. That's hard to say. We'll have to come back with a chainsaw and cut that out of the road. Sister's here with us. She's, what y'all seen in the video, she's acting fine. She's not acting nervous. So, anyway. Like I said, it's getting that time of year. Got a hornet or something flying around. Keep hearing him. Don't hear anything anywhere. You getting any feeling things here, Becca? You don't feel nothing. Yeah, we'll come back and check this area, then we'll go over on the number 9 road. That's where the bedding area is anyway. Here, dove. They here somewhere. It's a beautiful sound right there, that dove. Probably one of my most favorite sounds in the woods besides Bob White. All right, y'all. We're not going to keep y'all any longer today. I still got to work tonight, so we fixing to put it up for the evening and head back toward the house. We'll do some filming on the way out. I'll do a little talking on the way out that way. So we'll be back here shortly. Oh, you want me to go ahead and do the end? Okay. Y'all be sure to give us a subscribe, a like, a share, hit that notification button, and comment. Me and Rebecca like this channel to grow, or we can help y'all with the homesteading and help tell you more about Bigfoot and our experiences with them. That way, if you start having problems with them, you might know how to react with some of it. But help us grow and give me them comments. I've been trying to answer everybody and went in depth because it's hard to go in depth right there on YouTube. So if you really need to talk to me, we got our Facebook pages and our Cedar Creek Bottoms page and email. So send me a message and we'll go from there. Well, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Fireside Chats. We'll talk with you later. Bye bye.
Uh-oh. That don't look good.
Well, I had to get my.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. It's gonna be all right, baby. What?
Smell rubber burning.
We easing back out. I got to get up here and start staying some time up here. That way, might catch something going on. All this is opening up pretty good now. Used to couldn't see 10 foot in here once the cutover grew up a little bit. Feeding anything, baby? We got time to go down number 9 road a minute.
Yes. What time is it?
5 o'clock.
Why are you asking me for this time?
I was just making sure we didn't have something going on back at the house.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, we'll go down there. But if you want to shut the filming off for a minute, that way it'll save your arm. Not saying anything done that, but that is kind of odd in an odd spot. I know some of it happens naturally. And never understood that though. Why there's all trees around it ain't doing the same thing, but you got that one like it's been pulled over. It's just kind of weird. Anyway, this is right here going into number 9 road. I don't know. See them sometimes. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna hand the phone back to Rebecca and she can film as we go down through here in case there's another one of these. I ain't never understood them little sapling deals like that. They don't look like it has no disease in it. It's weird how that happens. My Nosa don't have many beans on it. That one does. That back there didn't hardly have none on it.
Beans.
Bean pods on the My Nosa tree.
Oh.
So we're going down here in number 9 road. That's where another big water of our hardwoods is left that didn't get clear cut. It's a big creek bottom in here. Down in here is where some things has happened. As I get to the spots, I'll say something about it. Some of the stuff that happened here. Now, this right here on the right side, we lost a few years ago, a little section here. Wish we hadn't lost it, but we did. And, their gate's gone. Or it's open. Anyway, we start back right down here on both sides of the road, but we're over here on the left. We used to have all this in here. This is probably the lowest point on the hunt club is down in here. This is actually part of the old county road. Used to be an old house place down in here, way back yonder. This is where I think, if I told y'all back some earlier videos where my mother was talking about my grandfather, said them family that lived up here in these hills got, something attacked their cabin that day. I'm wanting to wonder if this ain't the place over here. Of course, I'll never know that for sure. But what it is spring. It starts right in here, and there's some more come in, and it starts to become a pretty good little creek. So it's and we'll get on down here, be able to really tell it better. There's a wet spot there. There's a cave down here on this road too. In just a minute we'll be down here where when me and Keith and Larry coon hunting that night and had all the crazy owl sounds going on with the one that went to coughing after he tried to make an owl sound. He went to coughing with it, and that's kind of when we knew then that wasn't a hoot owls, it was something else. It's also down here is a spot where, before I realized they were boogers on the club, where me and my stepdaughter was coon hunting, and something kept walking all around us. It's down here in the same spot, and also it's the same spot where the blue man has been seen 3 times, as we call him, the blue man, with a turkey. So I think Blue Man is a Bigfoot that doesn't have much hair left on him. Don't know why. And he's probably really gray. It's probably the color. They said he just kind of looked blue looking. And I heard that from 3 different people. So we'll have to come over here and do some walking later on this winter. Ease in here and sit some at night time. Like I said, I think one of their bedding areas is right down here too. It's kind of where that Blue Man's been seen, so I think he's probably staying close to the bedding area. But we're fixing to be down in that bottom. And if you go straight up this hill from right here, you'll be on that road right there at the lake. So you see how, for them, they could go right up this hill, cross the road, and go right into the lake there. It's not that far for them. Of course, we had to come around a mile or so out of the way around the road. Here's where the other branch comes in. It's got good water in it, but it's spring fed, so that's 1 degree. It's still pretty good water in it. We'll show it when we come back. I'm sorry. It starts getting bigger and bigger as it goes down through here. Some pretty red flowers right there. See them? Those are everywhere up here. Usually in wet spots. That's a pretty flower. That is a pretty flower, though. Somebody's been in there. Probably been planting their green pipes. And we're coming up to where our little shooting range is here on the right. And somebody's sprayed Roundup on it. That's great. Not we really need chemicals up here, but down in here is where the Blue Man has been seen. Jonathan Odom caught him crossing the road here one morning. Jonathan was walking this road, caught him crossing it. There used to be a ladder stand right out here into this right. It's where the deer hunter was up in the tree, and he came from toward the north in here toward him. He seen him. And right on down here, about another 1/4 mile, is where coon hunter had to run in with him. And right here is where me and my stepdaughter were sitting that night, and I had a dog working this left area in here, and we kept hearing all the walking around us. Of course, we went right out there when the dog treed. Dog never was really acting funny. It was just kind of weird that night. But struck me odd anyway. This is before I knew a booger lived up here. Somebody done bush hauled the road. But right on down here is kind of where I think their bedding area is. That's where that Blue Man came from, was that bedding area. I've been growled at in there and had excuse me, I'm sorry. Had limbs snapped on me. I think they were deliberate snaps. So about right in here, and this section in here, that way to the right, is not hard to get hunted. I don't know if anybody hunts this area. but I think this is their bedding area. It gets real thick in there. They're close to water. Plus, there's water fixing to come in right here from the right too. There's a little holler. Got a spring coming in. We've heard screams from down in. We'd be back up there on that road on top of the hill and hear screams back down in here. Hear wood knocks. But this whole right side up in there, I think, is their bedding area. There's an old dim road right down here. It goes to the right. That's how I used to walk up in there, and that's where I got growled at. Had them limb snaps happen. Old road bed's right up here somewhere. Right up here on.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
When the sun's in your eyes, don't talk.
Okay.
It's in the camera screen too.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
There's the old road bed. That's old road bed. You can tell nobody hardly goes up it anymore. Growing up, I walked up through there a lot of times. That's where I got growled at, about 100 yards up there. A lot of limbs getting popped while you up in that neck of the woods. So it's about 200 or 300 acres there. Nobody, like I said, nobody never hunts it. So I think it's one of their bedding areas. I don't think it's their only one, but I think it is one of them. Now somebody might have a camera right here, babe, because it looks like you plowed upside the road. They must be going to put a little green patch right here. Be a good place to do it. Be a very good place for a little green patch down here. Yep, somebody tore that up. Can't tell if it's planted yet or not. Be a good place to sit back up the road there.
Spring work days are fixing to start, aren't they?
Yes, they are. That's probably what we're going to talk about Saturday morning, probably. Of course, we'll get some filming done when I do that, because I'll bring the camera with me and show you other parts of the club. Or they're going to tear the whole road up down through here, I believe. Which that's what we had to do up here on some of these places. We had to utilize some of the road beds, because you ain't got nowhere else to plant nothing on these hillsides. Somebody's planning on hunting this pretty hard right here. Maybe Jason. I had sent him a text asking. Yeah. Bush hauled all that. That's good though. It needed it. Last time I was in here, it done got rolled up. Somebody's being smart though. It's a good spot to be hunting along these hardwoods, this branch, and this road. They'll actually come out and eat in these roads. Deer like little narrow places anyway. They don't like big wide places much. We'll be right down here. You can show them the cave a minute. One of the caves up here. If it's not growed up around it real bad. Me and Keith's been in it before. Still had a lot of water in it when we tried to go in at that time. Like somebody, maybe. There she is right there. There's the old cave. Water's down pretty low in it. We really don't know how deep it is because for years it's been filled up with water. They say it used to be open way back yonder. Somebody bush hogged in it to it, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, opened it up a little bit. Deer used to come get water out of it when it stayed full.
Maybe why they did it.
Yeah. I think me and Keith went about 40 foot down in there. In there's water. I think something happened years ago. Water filled it up. Probably from the quarry blasting. Probably broke a water vein loose under the ground and filled it up a good bit. Well, we'll get right down here and turn around. I think it's right down here where the old house place was. I found what looked like a frame area. Yeah, you never know. Well, we're fixing to turn around. Yeah, right here is where the old home place used to be. We can see the old road going up in there to it. And you walk up there actually and see where the old house, kind of see the old framework used to be. Later on, there used to be a big army tent there for a while. Back when this was public hunting land, I think some guys come put a big army tent up and used to come stay in it a lot. But I'm wondering if this was the place where that one attacked that cabin that time back in the early 1900s. The club goes on about another half a mile this way, then stops. We're not going to go no further because down there it's hard to turn around at a gate. It goes into private land. So we're going to turn around right here where I got this big, nice opening. And I guess we head on out of here for today. There's just some elderberries turned purple, baby.
It's not elderberries.
Oh, that's beautyberry. That's right. I'm sorry.
Beautyberry. Hey.
Yeah.
Do you know what beautyberry is good for?
What's beautyberry good for? Yeah, let me back up for you.
Do you know what beautyberry is good for?
What?
Beautyberry makes an excellent pest control spray.
Oh, cool. So you boil it down?
Put it in a crock pot, basically get a distillation of it.
Uh-huh.
And it makes a bug spray for your body. All natural.
That's cool. So we may have to try that.
Yeah, I've got one at the house I need to plant in addition to the one that we have planted.
Okay. All right. Well, these on back toward the clubhouse. I hope y'all be enjoying this ride with us.
Hey.
Yes.
If anybody wants to know exactly how to do it, we'll do a video on it later. But you can also go find Hollis and Nancy
Yes.
in their homestead,
yeah.
and she does a video on it, doing it in her crock pot.
We need to come up here one day and do us a look for all the type of plants that would help you.
I have started doing that on TikTok. By the way, I'm on TikTok. And I do an herb a day, basically, or a weed a day, I should say.
Well, y'all go check Rebecca out over on TikTok.
It's on Cedar Creek Bottoms.
And
I think it's listed as Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead.
we'll have to next summer, throughout the summer, come and see if we can find different plants up here and identify them and tell you about them.
Shoot, just do the ones in the backyard.
True, that's true.
I mean, we've got amaranth in the backyard. We've got, what was that one? Hornbeam copperleaf,
Yeah.
which is a wound care
True.
herb. We've got, and you wouldn't believe which one that is. That's, I mean, it's a common weed that's out there in the garden. Bone set right there with those white blooms.
Right.
Of course, goldenrod and burdock. Did you know that's your huckleberry?
I didn't know it was called that.
I always thought the two were two different plants, but they are not. They're the same plant.
We'll have to start doing more on that. Put some of it on YouTube too.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff in the woods. In fact, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it real good right here. Back up a minute. I don't know if you can see these little bushes right here that's growing right here on this hillside that's real short. I don't know if you can see them right down in there.
Zoom in if you need to, babe. Pinch the screen.
Pinch it.
Other way.
I'm sorry about that, folks. All right, see them right there? That is what we call around here the summer huckleberries. Now, it may be actually a different name. You have to remember I live in the South, and we are in the end of the Southern Appalachians.
There's 20 different names for every plant.
Right. So, but those usually produce berries in June. Also, if you do go looking for them and pick them, be careful because the snakes love to get up in them because they're trying to catch birds getting the berries. But that is something that you could find in June
Back out.
here in Alabama. All right, I'm gonna hand it back to Rebecca a minute. If we come across the winter huckleberry, we'll show one of those in a minute. We will come across one. It makes more of a big bush.
That's the tall one, right?
Yeah, there's one over there on Merkle Mountain that's about almost 9 foot tall. That's a big one. It used to be loaded too. Yeah, this water's still in that little spring there. So the springs are still moving. They're not moving slow. Yeah, whole cave. I had to come back before it rains a bunch. Shine light down in the cave. I ain't bring no good light with me. Need to look for footprints in there. There's some more caves over on some other places. And then some overhanging rocks that you can get under out of the weather. Let's see. I was trying to see if I see a winter huckleberry. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's one right here. All right, we're gonna play with the camera again. I'm sorry, folks. Let's see. All right, that one right there. That is what we call a winter huckleberry. And this whole place is full of them. Everywhere you go around this part of Alabama is full of them. And they put berries off about September. That one does not look like it has any. It's a little blackberry about the size of a, yeah, maybe a little bigger. But that's a winter huckleberry. I like to get me some and dig them up and put them at the house. I heard they don't do well doing that. I've heard of people trying to do it and they don't make it, but may have to get one and baby it. Anyway, that's one there. So let me hand the camera back to her. Sorry about playing with the phone so much. All right. Yeah, a good many of them right in here. There's a bunch of them over on Merkle's that's real big. We'll have to film them when we get back over that way one day. Now here's your old stand of some of them. This looks like they're dying out. And plus there's some privet mixed in with them. Here comes somebody. Ah, I know who that be.
Who that be?
That's Jason. He's going to get to talk to him a minute.
I need to turn the camera off, right?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah. When you're ready.
What?
Well, everybody, we're going to get off from here, so I'd like for you to give us a subscribe, a like, share, hit that notification button, and give us good comments. I've been enjoying the comments. And I appreciate all our older subscribers and all our new subscribers. And I hope y'all have a good day, and we'll talk with y'all later. This is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Life Fireside Chats. We'll see you next time.